people all morning. The Fox 61 Morning News starts now.
Right now at 6, abortion rights still very much a topic of discussion and debate across the country. We'll tell you what lawmakers in Connecticut are doing to speak out.
And the Roe v. Wade decision is affecting Plan B, how major retailers are reacting, and the new rules they're putting into place as a result.
And we are expected to learn more about the case of a man hurt badly while in New Haven police custody. We'll tell you what a city board of alder is telling Fox 61 this morning.
Good Tuesday morning to all of you. Thanks so much for starting off your day with us at Fox 61 America Areas.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning to you. Let's get you started with a check on the forecast here as we got that one rain day out of the way.
Yeah.
And now, as Matt was saying yesterday, smooth sailing. I hope that's still the case.
I think it's starting today, too. Hey, Matt, good morning to you.
Good morning. If you went to bed last night, and well, we all did.
Well, no, not all.
No, that's
Maybe
true.
not.
That's very true.
Maybe people are just getting home.
You're absolutely right about that. If most of you went to bed, let's say, if you didn't turn your AC off, you spent a couple extra bucks because this morning the dew point has broke and it feels awfully refreshing out there. And I say that because I left the AC on last night and the windows closed. Humidity? What humidity? We don't need no humidity. For the next couple of days, we're going to break that. Getting warmer day by day. We do have some hot temperatures on the way, and it's a mostly dry stretch into the weekend. What about July 4th? We have a look at that coming up. 64 degrees in Hartford, 63 in New Haven, 58 in Groton. This is what I'm talking about. Look at those dew points, 47 to 55. That is A-OK. Stable air taking over. Northwesterly winds. That's dry. Comfy day ahead as temperatures get to 80 degrees. Not quite where we need to be for normal. Still shy by a few degrees, but we will make up for that in due time. Lots of sunshine. Nothing to worry about for today. Anything to worry about on the roads? The woman with the answers is Lauren Zenzi. Good morning to you. Wait, hold on. Okay. Now, Lauren Zenzi has a look at traffic. Hi.
Hi.
I really should come to rehearsal more often.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, everyone. 6:02 here in the Fox 61 CTDOT Traffic Center. But a fairly quiet morning out on the roads, which is exactly what we like. Let's take a live look outside right now. Do want to mention, as you're approaching the capital city from 84 and also 91 on that northbound side, traffic is moving really slow on 84 eastbound, 3 miles an hour, 91 northbound, 14 miles an hour. And then Route 2 had some delays, but it seems to be moving just fine right now. Hartford drive times 84 eastbound is where that problem is right now. No indication of any incidents, but we are going to monitor that. Taking a live look out in Hartford near Airport Road and also in New Haven, we'll have a live look again coming up at 6:30. And we're also going to be talking about the rails in the skies coming up. But for now, guys, I'll send things back over to you. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, well, happening today, Senator Richard Blumenthal is visiting the Planned Parenthood office in New Haven, continuing to fight to protect women's rights following the SCOTUS decision overturning Roe v. Wade.
And there are a lot of rallies being hosted across Connecticut as well. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc joins us now live in New Haven with more. Julia, good morning.
Good morning to you. Yeah, U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal will be coming here to Planned Parenthood in New Haven. He'll be joined by the company representatives, plus other advocates who are continuing to fight for the right to people to choose whether or not they want to have children. Now, that right still exists here in Connecticut. Abortion is still legal here in our state because even though the constitutional right was overturned, states can make their own decisions now on whether or not they want abortion to be allowed in their state. Now, Governor Lamont has promised to keep that law in place here in Connecticut, and earlier this year, our lawmakers made moves to do that as well in anticipation of the vote coming from the federal government. Connecticut lawmakers passed a bill protecting outsiders from other states who might come to our home looking for an abortion and making it legal for them.
I can guarantee you it's going to stay the law of the state of Connecticut right here. That's something you can count upon.
But there is a Republican candidate running against Governor Ned Lamont, Bob Stefanowski. We caught up with him on how he feels about abortion rights. Take a listen.
I think Connecticut's law is appropriate with respect to that, and I'll continue to enforce it.
However, Stefanowski also told Fox 61 he supports banning late-term abortions and notifying parents of women under 16 who are looking for an abortion. Now, that law, which allows people from other states who have banned abortion to come here into Connecticut to get one, goes into effect this Friday. And of course, this is a developing story. We'll be following this event for you with Senator Richard Blumenthal this morning at 9 a.m. to see what he has to say to us. For now, though, we are live in New Haven. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61 News.
All right, Julia, thanks. We will check back shortly. Well, meantime, demand for emergency contraception pills such as Plan B is rising in the wake of the Supreme Court's decision. In response to the demand, CVS, Rite Aid, and Walmart say that they're limiting purchases of the morning after pills due to concerns of running out of their supply. CVS says that their decision to temporarily limit purchases is to ensure that there is equitable access to the pills. And while emergency contraception is still available nationwide, in South Dakota, Governor Kristi Noem is pledging to prevent mail-order abortion pills, but says women shouldn't face prosecution for searching for them. However, doctors could face prosecution. She indicated that she would implement a plan approved by state lawmakers to restrict the pills just after Friday's ruling. South Dakota's trigger ban on abortion took effect.
Now, on the same topic, both Facebook and Instagram removed some posts that offered abortion pills to women who may not be able to access them. Some of the memes and status updates only explained how women could legally get abortion pills via mail, but others did offer to mail prescriptions to women living in states where abortion is now banned. Instagram and Facebook's parent company, Meta, said the posts violated its policy against gifting or selling pharmaceuticals.
Well, now that the Supreme Court said it's up to the individual states to decide on abortion, court fights are beginning all across the country. Judges temporarily blocked abortion bans in Louisiana and Utah, while in South Carolina, a court allowed an aggressive anti-abortion law. In Florida, advocates are asking judges to block a state law that doesn't allow exceptions for rape, incest, or human trafficking. And for continuing coverage into the fallout over the Supreme Court's decision on Roe v. Wade, stay with Fox 61 on air and on Fox 61 Plus for the latest national and local reactions. The Supreme Court moving on from the Roe decision, handing down another ruling yesterday. Justices siding with a high school football coach from Washington State who sought to kneel and pray on the field after games. It's a decision that could strengthen the acceptability of some religious practices in other public school settings. The court ruled 6-3 with the court's conservative justices, saying that the coach's prayer was protected by the First Amendment. And happening today in Washington, the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th Capitol riot will hold another hearing today. Now, this hearing was called last minute, with the committee saying that it will present the new evidence as well as witness testimony, though it's not clear what new evidence will be presented or who will be called to testify.
The investigation continues after a man was paralyzed while in police custody. Today in New Haven, Richard Cox's legal team is expected to speak on the case, including civil rights attorney Ben Crump. Now, here's what we know as of right now about the investigation. The New Haven Police Department isn't answering questions yet regarding the case. They say they're waiting until the investigation is complete. We do know 5 police officers have been suspended with pay for now. The man who was hurt was 36-year-old Richard Cox. He was arrested on June 19th because police accused him of illegally having a gun. But Cox was hurt while being driven to the New Haven Police Department. The van he was in suddenly stopped to avoid a crash, and there were no seatbelts to keep Cox in place. A member of the New Haven Board of Alders said that Cox is on a respirator and has some movement of his left arm, but that he is largely paralyzed from his mid-chest down.
What I've been informed of by the family, Richard is fighting for his life. He's hanging in there. He's undergone a number of surgeries, and the doctors are waiting to see how the results of the surgery will play out, and it will take some time.
He also said that Cox was treated in a subhuman way.
The search for a missing swimmer in Candlewood Lake will resume later this morning after crews temporarily suspended efforts Monday because of the rain. A 20-year-old man went missing Friday night while swimming near Green Island. It's also known as Chicken Rock. DEEP is asking people to stay away from that area as the search continues. Connecticut-based Sikorsky is getting another huge contract from the feds. The U.S. Army is relying on Sikorsky for its new Black Hawk helicopters. The Lockheed Martin company won another 5-year contract from the Army worth more than $2 billion. Sikorsky will be tasked with building 120 Black Hawk helicopters with options for an additional 135 choppers for the Army and other customers. Now, if all those options are exercised, the contract could be worth up to $4.4 billion. Sikorsky recently locked in a deal to keep its headquarters in Stratford for another 20 years.